Brazilian federal police are deploying to 5 major cities after waves of anti-government protests turned violent Tuesday night. The protests began June 13th when 50,000 people gathered in Sao Paulo to complain about a rise in bus fare prices. Violent police crackdowns on the protesters sparked national outrage, which triggered even larger protests. What started as a peaceful demonstration soon spread into a nationwide movement of more than 200,000 people protesting a wide variety of social issues. Looting and clashes with police began to peak Tuesday night, prompting concerns of widespread rioting. Brazil has been spending billions of dollars on stadiums and facilities for the FIFA Confederations Cup this year, the World Cup next year, and the Olympics in 2016. A writer for Time says the Brazilian people aren't happy to see so much taxpayer money getting funneled away from public services and into big spectacles. It eventually short-circuits public patience to see a government lavish attention and resources on such mega events, while the nation's violent crime crisis, not to mention official malfeasance, fester. The Brazilian government responded to the protests by sending its national public security force to 5 of the 6 cities where the Confederations Cup games are hosted. A CNN correspondent says Brazil needs to handle these protests very carefully because the soccer tournament has put the nation in a global spotlight.
Can they keep these protests more or less contained so that we don't see the kinds of looting and vandalism that we saw last night, but at the same time, we don't see the police violence?
Brazilian President Dilma Rousseff has cautiously embraced the protest movement as an energetic expression of democracy. A writer for the Daily Beast notes the protest has reset Brazil's national political agenda. Now it's up to the politicians to capitalize on the new energy. The protests have produced a half a dozen talking points, but no clear political leadership or clearly defined policy goals. Whether the Rousseff administration or any of Brazil's familiar political leaders can harness the anger or translate it into backing for a coherent legislative agenda remains to be seen. 7 cities have announced their intentions to lower bus fares in the wake of the protests. For Newsy, I'm Lauren Goris.